Good evening, all. Hope you've had a wonderful week thus far, and it has been a week indeed. Welcome back to Love Lockdown, live on IG, right here via my page at nayoka.owari. I hope you're already following me. If not, please do. So Love Lockdown is a dating show about finding a genuine connection. We have one eligible bachelor and two absolutely stunning contestants. I will be introducing the eligible bachelor first, so you will have to be patient and wait to find out what these stunning women look like. We have been updating the Love Lockdown page and my page as well, but not with the actual faces of the contestants, because we wanted you to be unbiased. We wanted you to come live and see them, and then we know you're judging in your heads. It's okay if you don't say anything out loud. We know how you operate, but it's okay. We wanted to get your organic opinion on our beautiful contestants. So shortly I will be connecting with our eligible bachelor, but good evening to all of you. Hope you've had an amazing evening thus far. Remember to comment and try and be loving, try and be kind, but you are free to share your opinion with us. We will take it on the chin with a pinch of salt and all of that great stuff. So for the next couple of weeks, we will be going live together with the contestants, myself, and the eligible bachelor to find a match, a real connection. And at the end of the whole process, there will be two stunning women for him to decide if he has a genuine connection with. He will select one, and then they may or may not go on a date. So let's first introduce our eligible bachelor. I was just playing Wizkid, Thames, and Justin Bieber, Essence. Absolutely love it. Love the remix even more. But I'm going to introduce our eligible bachelor with Rima. Bounce.
There he is. Let me give you a round of applause. You look fresh this evening. I don't know what's going on. You look good. You're hydrating and everything, Obed. How are you doing this evening?
I'm good, Nayoka. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well, thank you. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Kinley. Thank you, Elizabeth. Sending love your way. So, Obed, for those who have just joined, I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. Apart from the fact that you are our eligible bachelor and there are stunning women who want to date you. And of course, you want to date one of them. We're not going to be greedy. You want to date what? Well, that's something you're going to have to fight out with them. But first, last week we were faced with two stunning women, just like we were the previous week. First, you chose Elizabeth over Cindy, even though you thought she was amazing. You had your reasons. Last week, you chose Danica over Rochelle, and you also had your reasons. But first, update us. Tell us why you chose Danica.
Looking back at last week's, I believe the reason why I chose Danica was she was very fiery. And I can kind of relate to that in the past when I've kind of been drawn to women that are a bit more fiery.
Like Elizabeth, who has just commented with a curious face. I don't think she's impressed about the fact that you want to date two women, but we will talk about that a little bit later. Danica is fiery. Elizabeth is also quite fiery. So already there's, it must be quite difficult for you to decide after those two amazing women who you may want to go with.
I'm even losing sleep. I'm losing sleep over this. Yeah, it's very hard. It's not easy.
I wouldn't want to be in your position, to be completely honest. And the contestants today are watching as well. So, Obed, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us, for example, how many siblings do you have?
Okay, I'll start with my name. Different names. Obed, Obedinho, Dino, whatever you call me. I have different names, whatever. Siblings, I have 4 sisters. Wait, let me think.
It's kind of date conversation. You get through the basics.
Yeah,
so tell us the basics.
2 brothers.
Okay.
I have a cat.
4 sisters, 2 brothers.
I've got a cat as well. What else about me?
When's your birthday?
December the 2nd.
Nice. Okay.
So
okay, ladies, I hope you're listening.
Yes.
Sagittarius. Are you a Sagittarius? Okay. And Elizabeth said she gets on with Sagittarius, but we're not here to talk about her today. Now that we've heard from you, I think it's about time that we hear from contestant number 6. And she's a singer. So I'm going to introduce her with her own song. This is Vibe. Yes. We are loving it. How are you, Elizabeth?
I'm sweating. It's so hot in my room. I can't even.
Already?
It's so... No, it's humid today. I don't know what's going on. Elizabeth, you are full of energy and you are full of life. How are you today?
I've been buzzing for this. I've been waiting for this for like, how much? 2 months? A month, 2 months?
2 whole months. And Elizabeth, you are a singer. Can you give us a little line from Vibe? Because we didn't get to hear the whole song.
It's actually called Rewind, so it's Vibe
It's called Rewind.
Yeah. So
Vibe X
so the
you.
chorus is, let's just press rewind. Life was easy in the summertime. I'm looking for new loving tonight. I'm dancing free like the 4th of July. That's, yeah.
Yes. Clap in your respective homes. We're loving it, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Tell us a bit about yourself. Briefly, don't give away too much.
So I'm 29. I know it said in the thing I was 28, but I'm 29. I was born on the 12th of July, which is like an Irish day, isn't it? And I'm Irish, so my parents are Irish and my mum was Pakistani, so Irish and Pakistani is my heritage. I think I've got about 11 brothers and sisters, but I don't know half of them.
Wow.
my dad liked to get about.
That's a big family.
I like to do tarot cards and stuff. I'm a bit spiritual like that, yeah.
I love spiritual.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, what qualities make you stand out from the rest? And I'm talking about everyone.
Do you know what it is? Like, even on like a bad day, like, I'm still there for another person, if that, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still like up for having a laugh, but then I've still got a serious side, because as you can see, I'm like so full of energy, but like I'm also really chill as well, do you know what I mean? I love silence. Like, I like to sit there in silence sometimes, and people are like, what?
No,
yeah,
you know,
I balance.
I appreciate your energy. Everyone's energy is completely
you have to
different.
meditate, man. How am I supposed to have this energy? You can't maintain that all the time. You have to.
It's so important.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Cherry Tart in the comments seems to be a bit shocked. I think it's about your dad getting around comment. Warren 10 is laughing. He says, Daddy. Cherry Tart says, great, you have talent.
Thanks.
And Damien says, Rewind is catchy. Yeah. They are loving you, Elizabeth. We are loving you. So as you know, we are going to find out this evening if you and Obed and also another contestant, if either of you have a genuine connection with him. So now that I've introduced you and Obed, I can see you are impressed, but let's wait and see our next contestant. And her name is Nicole. Let's see if Nicole is ready to come live. So for us to dance around a bit, I'm going to play Gold K, Hang With Me, enjoy yourself. Good evening. Good evening to you, Nicole.
Hi, guys. Sorry.
How are you?
Hello.
Fine, thank you.
Nicole, it has been one of those weeks, possibly even one of those days. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, thank you. I am just
Good.
finished rushing around driving, so I'll just run in the door.
Well, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your presence, as well as our eligible bachelors and Elizabeth. So, Nicole, let's start with you, because we've spoken to Elizabeth. What type of man do you go for?
Oh my god! At this point,
One that's alive.
Yeah. Someone that's honest, family orientated. Someone that is just a bit like an open book, not too many secrets, and I don't know. I just think fewer bad choices. I don't know if I have that connection or I have that feeling. That's what I tend to go for. If my spirit takes to them, then I kind of go on that. And obviously, I know it's shallow, but everyone does it. Looks count.
Of course they do. Come on now. You have to go for what you want. Aesthetics are necessary too. And Elizabeth was nodding along with you. Are you quite a spiritual person? Because I recall you saying if your spirit kind of connects with him. And
yeah. But it's still,
Yeah.
you still count though.
Yeah,
Yes, got it.
Of course. And Nicole, what would it take to woo you? What has a man ever done to really woo or impress you? Has he serenaded you with a song? Has he played the guitar to you? Your facial expression says men haven't been doing enough, but you let us know.
Do you know what's so funny? I think I'm more of the wooer, to be honest. Like, I've done a weekend away at boutique hotel, expensive gifts, like little like monologues, cute little messages.
Wow.
And you know, that still doesn't seem to pay off with some people, because it's like old school love in a new generation. It doesn't seem to work. Not everybody is like that. I kind of like idolize my grandparents. They've been married 59 years, and
Wow.
yeah, so
And we don't see that enough nowadays. I know.
my
I
aunt
want to ask both of you. I want to ask all of you a question, actually. What do you think the issue is nowadays with finding real love? Let's start with our eligible bachelor, Obed.
With the girls, I blame
Did you
Cardi
say
B.
all of it?
I blame Cardi B and Megan Stallion.
How is it their fault?
And it's because all the girls think like what they do is real life, and it's like reality. And if you do that, you get a Birkin bag. If you do this, if you twerk, whatever, and that's not real life. So every girl sees what they see it, and they think it's real life. It's not reality. So
Okay, Damien is laughing in the comments. Damien, do you agree? Elizabeth, what do you think the issue is nowadays? Is it the men, is it the women, or is it a combination of the two?
I think like women are too over sexualized 100%. Like women,
Okay.
like I'll go out and I'll do it, but I will twerk and I will catwalk. You probably see my instas. I'm mental out, but it's more of my free spirit. It's not because I'm being over sexual. That's just my personality. Like I just think it depends on the person. I think when they're not authentic with it and they're being over the top, then that's the issue. If it's not them, then that's what the problem is. But then I also think like Tinder and dating and stuff, it's just not real. It's just people are based on image, like 100%.
Okay, Nicole, Elizabeth seems to share the same sentiments. Obed, not so much. What are your thoughts on what Obed had to say about young women trying to emulate the celebrities, and they think that's the way to secure a good partner?
I don't think so. I'm a bit older than. Sorry, what was your name again? The other lady.
Obed.
No, not Obed.
Elizabeth.
I'm 35. Yeah, so I come from a generation where I had part of the new school and the old school. There's no permanence in people's activity. People tend to flick through temporary enjoyment. Oh, okay, 5 minutes. This is what I'm feeling now. But then there's also options. But in life, there's choices. People like options, but they don't like to make choices. So if you're not going to make a choice and stick with it, why should anybody, if there's all these options? You've got Instagram, I didn't have this growing up as a young I didn't have all of these things available. I was out connecting with people physically, mentally, in person. Now it's like, come off WhatsApp, I'll go onto Instagram, chat to this girl in the DMs, or I'll just do that. I'm going to follow 6 girls, another 10 tomorrow. I'm following, not really answering my messages. All right, I'll look at her. She liked my post. Let's go on Tinder. Swipe left, swipe right. All of these different options. It's long. It's so long. Yeah. And then
it's temporary.
That would be like, I bet you're one of them girls. I'm not one. I'm a woman. I tell you that.
Elizabeth, let them know. They're looking for instant gratification, and that is not for you.
I expect a man to maintain me. What I expect a man to do is meet me in the middle, and we compromise with each other and we complement each other. I don't know. There's no man that can put me on and say they did anything for me. We will do stuff with each other, but you don't outweigh each other. It's not that. But this generation seems to be lost in the sauce. I don't follow Megan Thee Stallion. I don't follow Cardi B. I'm a mother. I will go out and do carnival. That's my culture. Yeah. I'm not out here trying to get no clarity or clout or whatever it is these young girls seem to do. Half of them don't cook because it's hacky sand, sexy fish. I don't go to them places. I travel the world. I don't go to those places.
Nicole, we are loving you right now. Let me go through some of the comments. Franco says, my dog Obed. Wow, that's nice. Says Berry. Maturity says Owariten. Shadell says, men like too much options. But the thing is, once they run through all their options, they realize that they've missed out on a great one. And by then it's too late. But let's move forward. Elizabeth, there's some feedback and I'm not sure why. Can you both hear it? Can any of you hear that? Or is it just me?
Yeah, I can hear that. Someone speaking. I can hear that.
It's feedback. Okay, let's ignore that. Elizabeth, you have seen Nicole. Nicole, you've seen Elizabeth. Do you think that you are great competitors for each other, or do you not even see each other as competitors?
Wow.
I think she's mature. She's beautiful. Like, I don't see we are each different women. Like it's the
Right.
beauty is the eye of the beholder, right? So
You've
it's
got
like
that right.
it's not up to us. We just got to be ourselves. So I don't see it as a competition.
I love it. I love the support. And Obed, your thoughts on this stunning women so far? One word to describe each woman, please. Let's start with Elizabeth.
Fabulous.
Nicole?
You know.
And Nicole?
Wise.
Okay. And Nicole, one word to describe Obed?
He's handsome.
Sweet. Elizabeth, one word to describe Obed?
Do you know what? He seems like a good listener, which is a really like important trait. He just listens and just chill. It's a good trait.
I like that. You know what it is? I don't think he wants to get on the bad side of either of you. Very fiery
Yeah, you can
women.
tell.
So he will sit there and be a good listener. And that's absolutely fine. But let's move forward. Let's play the first game. And this game is called Getting to Know You. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you both a scenario and I want you to let us know how you will handle it. Once you've explained how you would handle that scenario, Obed is going to mark you out of 10.
Oh God.
Let's start with Nicole.
Oh, no.
Okay, so Nicole.
Yeah.
Obed takes you to meet his mum, and she is old school. She is a God-loving Christian woman, attending church regularly, not seasonally, but regularly. Every Sunday, Christmas and Easter, she is there. His mum expresses her dislike for your attire because it's a figure-hugging dress. Cleavage is showing, your figure. Obed loves it, but his mum is like, no, I want my potential daughter-in-law to be in a maxi dress. Nothing figure-hugging, just flowing, free-flowing.
Well,
I want to know.
nothing I wear is free flowing.
Oh, that's me.
Sorry. It's not by choice. It doesn't matter. Tracksuit doesn't matter what I wear, but obviously,
Yeah.
I will try to accommodate, you know, my apparel for when I am going to mum's house. Obviously, I'm been raised, you know, manners for your elders, manners and respect is always due. So I wouldn't be there in anything figure hugging or revealing anyway, because that's just who I am. You're going to meet someone's mum, dad, whoever, you kind of think about what you're going to wear. So I don't think that would actually happen, but if it did, you know.
In this scenario, hypothetically, yes.
Yeah, if it did happen, you know, I'll just have to just take it on the chin. I just have to just take it as it is, because, you know, mums and their sons is totally different as well. So, no.
So full respect for mum, okay?
Yeah.
So Obed, let that simmer. That is Nicole's response. Now let's move on to Elizabeth. You're going to mark them after Elizabeth also shares her response. So Elizabeth,
Yeah, so
your scenario is this. So Obed takes you on your very first date with him. This is the first date.
okay.
As you are engaging in conversation, the starters and the drinks are coming. An ex-girlfriend walks in and she comes to your table. And she says, hey to Obed. She embraces him. She hugs him. Obed doesn't only not introduce you, but he doesn't even acknowledge you. And he engages in conversation with her. Once they have finished conversing, it's just a brief 3-minute conversation. She says, oh, I haven't spoken to you in a while. Maybe it's because I changed my number. She gives him her new number. She gives him a kiss on the cheek, looks at you, says goodbye, and then walks off. And then Obed sits back down next to you. What is your response? How do you deal with that situation?
I'd wait until she's gone because I don't want to cause a scene, and then
There are other people in the restaurant, but yeah, sure.
I wouldn't have to say anything because my face would just say it all. So he'd either apologise and go, sorry, that blah, 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 shouldn't have done that, or I'd let him speak first before and see if he actually acknowledges what he did was wrong, because I think that's wrong, or he should have not given the number, should have been like, no, or whatever. Like,
and how do you feel about the fact that he didn't acknowledge you, let alone introduce you?
Well, you never, because at the end of the day, like, you don't, it's just, if it's our first date, we're not really anything yet, so it doesn't, it's not really a thing, because you don't know what we're going to be after the date. Like, I don't really know him, and I don't really know the situation, and I won't know if there's any feelings until after the date. So it's like, I'll be a bit annoyed, but then it could be a shock that she's there, so he's probably not going to be able to focus on too many things at once, because he doesn't know how I'd react. So he knows how she's going to react, but not me. So maybe he's just being polite, or I don't know, and then he'll speak after.
Both women, very mature responses, really well thought out as well. But Obed, let's go to you. Let's start with Nicole, since Nicole gave us the response first. She would respect your mother's wishes, take it on the chin and be like, okay, but also know that that's not the kind of attire she would wear if you're going to introduce her to your relatives. She dresses to suit the occasion.
Before I
Give
answer the question,
Nicole a mark out of 10.
can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Before I answer the question, I want to say that those scenarios you gave was like top notch. So I'll give you a clap for yourself.
Oh, thank you very much.
I was kind of stuck. I was kind of lost in the moment. I was like, what? My head's all that spinning around in circles. Back to Nicole.
Thank you very much.
I feel like Nicole was being very realistic, because you can't exactly, if you've got a body, you can't exactly hide it. So I know what she meant when she's saying that. And no matter what a girl wears, she got a certain figure. No matter what she wears, you're going to see it regardless.
Yes.
And then obviously the answer she gave was quite a good answer. And then relating to, she would do her best to not be too much, or she do her best to be less, whatever it is that would look bad to the mother-in-law or the mother. And so I feel like she gave a great answer, and I feel like she was being very respectful. So I feel that was a good answer, if that answers your question.
Wonderful. Yes, but I want you to give her a mark out of 10.
Out of 10, for that answer, I'll give her... I'll give her a 7.5, only because...
Okay.
Even though
a half point?
her answer and the wishes, but I also would... I'll care what mom says, but I wouldn't care too much to say, if she comes to see me. It's like, I'm with her regardless, but... So if that makes sense.
So you would want her to address that and say to your mum, look, mum, I hear what you're saying, but this is what I wanted to wear.
I mean, in a polite way, if possible. And she did,
I don't
really
know
did
the
it for
right
me.
way
So
to say that to a mother.
As well. It's really for me than for her. So, all right.
Okay.
So
well, congratulations, Nicole. That's 7.5. And Elizabeth, please mark Elizabeth. She said, you know, first date, she's not sure, you know her temperament or how she would respond in a situation like that. You haven't really established what you are yet. You haven't defined the relationship. So she would wait and see maybe what you would have to say. What do you say to that?
Yeah, so with Elizabeth, yeah, she's being very real as well. And she's being very... She's not going too deep. She's not moving too fast, which I understand. I completely get, because some girls being away with, they feel like they have like an entitlement after like one date. And certain girls feel like they own you after one date, which they don't really. And no man owns any woman after one date. And,
okay.
And guys do everything where they go and buy a girl a drink. Oh, because I bought you a drink, I'm taking it home now. That's not real. So I feel like it's kind of the same thing when a woman like feels like she don't owe you nothing, and you don't owe them. So I feel like she gave a good answer in terms of that. And I also feel like her answer regarding to she don't know me that well in the situation, and she don't know me well enough to have any sort of opinion. I feel like it was quite like it made a lot of sense to me.
Okay.
And I feel like she was saying how it is. She wasn't being too fast or like too whatever, or too much in your face in a way. So for that answer, I feel like Elizabeth might get 8 out of 10 for that answer.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to both the women for the first game. Elizabeth scored higher, but you only got 0.5 behind Nicole. It's not even a big deal. We have 2 more games, one other game to play for me. So this is the second game. Thank you for that, Obed, and thank you for your explanations, ladies. They were amazing. So I hope that you were listening when Obed was telling us about himself. Did you hear what he had to say earlier on?
I kind of joined a little bit late, so
that is okay. So Obed was telling us a bit about himself, but what we're going to do is this. I'm going to get Obed to tell 2 truths and a lie, and I want both of you to determine. Obed, this gives you time to think of your lie, because you already know what the 2 truths are. I want both of you, Nicole and Elizabeth, to decide which of the 3 statements he makes is a lie. And I will give you both 5 seconds to determine that. So we're going to go over to Obed to hear his 2 truths and a lie. Obed.
Can I get out 5 seconds, please? 5 seconds.
Yes, you can. And while you get those 5 seconds, I'm going to play some music for us. This is Diani Feelings. I'm going to go through some of the comments because Barry says, yeah, he's shaking someone's hand. Damien says, Elizabeth's answer was good, diplomatic and ladylike behavior. He is loving you, Obed. Watch your back. Berry says, you all look beautiful. Well, thank you very much, Berry. Awari10 says, a man like, and that's to you, Obed, of course, because there are only 3 other women here. Salima says, no way, no polite way to say that to a mum. To Nicole, she is all for you. She's saying, just take it on the chin.
My friend.
Okay.
Oh,
Good evening to you, friend. Obed, you have had like at least 11 seconds. Give us 2 truths and a lie.
Okay, so I have over 10 nieces and nephews.
Okay.
I also been to over 10 different countries around the world, continents or countries. And I also have a dog and a cat.
Okay. So, ladies, let's run through those quickly. Obed says he has over 10 nieces and nephews. He's been to over 10 countries and he has a dog and a cat. I'm going to give you both 10 seconds. You may not need 10 seconds, but I'm going to give you both 10 seconds to decide which one is a lie out of those 3 statements. And if you think you have it, please call out your name.
Elizabeth.
Nicole.
Right, so no need for the music. Let's get straight into it.
Oh, so quick.
Let's start with you first. And if you don't get it right, I will hand the question over to Nicole.
I think it was the last one, the cat and the dog.
Me too. Because he looked away. I was watching his eyes.
He went,
and he was scratching for the
and
first
the other,
two. And then the last one, he looked that way.
The other 2 were too detailed, so
I bet they are observant. They are observing, analyzing your every move.
I just put my glasses on.
You look that way.
Okay.
You look left. Anyone that looks to the left got to be lying, man. Tell me you got to
Well, I said.
Yes.
Okay. The thing is, Elizabeth did answer the question first. So let's find out from Obed if she answered correctly. Obed?
So, I do have a cat, but I don't have a dog, so that's...
Yeah, because you
They
went
were both right.
And a dog.
Congratulations to you both. But yes, Nicole, because you answered second, the point does go to Elizabeth.
No problem.
Regardless, well done to both of you. That was wonderful. Now, it is time for Obed to ask you 2 questions. So this is the talent round. This is the 3rd game. So I'm going to hand it over to Obed, and he will decide what he would like to see or hear you ladies do.
Oh, God.
Obed, the floor is yours.
This is my favorite part of the whole show.
Of course. It's not the fact that you have 3 stunning women in front of you. It's this.
Like, basically, I'm kind of like sport for choice right now. That's very hard, but let's start something nice and easy. So I would like to say, okay, from what I heard in the beginning, Elizabeth's half Irish and half Pakistani, I think she said.
Yeah, 3/4 and 1/4 Pakistani, yeah.
I didn't ask Nicole where she's from, but I feel like she's Caribbean. But I don't know, I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, put my hands up, but I'm guessing.
She smiled and her eyes lit up. Are you from the Caribbean? Are you from one of the Caribbean islands, Nicole?
2. So my mum's side have Jamaican and Spanish, and my dad's Dominican. Not the Republic, Dominica, French, Caribbean. Yeah.
So basically,
Okay, that's mixing.
We've got different sides of the world, different sort of islands, different sort of countries, different sort of mixtures here. We've got to make this more fun, like a carnival kind of vibe. It's carnival weekend as well, do you know what I mean?
We love carnival.
And it's carnival weekend, it's only right. So before I choose the first thing to do, if I can ask, does any of the girls have any flag near by any chance? Any flag near by any chance?
No.
Nicole is ready. She's on her feet. Go, Nicole, go.
Anything you got, you can find. Anything you can wave in your hands, you get it. Anything you can find.
Okay.
A towel.
Got a flag.
A towel?
Because her flag. Okay, that's good enough.
Elizabeth is gone. She's on her feet. She knows she has a towel somewhere. She's gone to get it.
I love hot towel.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Loving the colourful flag, loving the towel.
So my first thing to ladies, I'm going to start with Elizabeth. And I wanted to show me her the best Irish and Pakistani in her. So she can ask for any song of choice that she wants you to play, DJ Nayoka.
Oh, God.
Okay, that's me.
Elizabeth's giving me her best moves that go crazy.
Oh,
I can't
Lord.
even.
Give me her best moves. So I know she's
We
quite
saw
bubbly.
you dancing when we introduced Rewind,
Yeah,
Elizabeth.
Yeah, she's quite
Just
bubbly.
go
She's
on
quite fun.
anything.
So
Like Sean Paul, I don't even.
whenever you're ready, DJ. Whenever you're ready,
Okay,
DJ.
Elizabeth, choose a song. What song would you like?
Just put like a Sean Paul or any garage song on. I don't.
You can stand. You can
We're
go.
gonna
You
go
do
with
what you want. And if
Oh
Sean
no, yeah, I'll
Paul.
turn. I'm gonna slut shop in a minute. Don't worry. I'm gonna go.
It's Sean Paul temperature because it is hot. Like literally, I don't know
I
what's going on with the weather today,
I'm gonna have
but
to
it
put
is
my
hot.
fan
It's humid.
on.
So, Elizabeth,
Are you ready?
at your request, Sean Paul temperature.
hey,
Yes, do you? I love it. That's
I
you.
can't even dance. I bet you're gonna be singing it. Hey, I got the right.
Wow. Yes.
Hey, how do we get it? Oh, my best, wait, my best friend, come dance.
Okay, that's right.
This is my best friend.
Move with her.
Do the dance quick. Yeah, let me dance.
Yeah,
My best
do
friend.
you?
She's actually my best friend's a dancer. Like,
Elizabeth, thank you for that. Please give her a round of applause. Okay then, in the respective one. You don't get an extra point for your friend though. She's gorgeous, but there's no extra points for her, Elizabeth. Thank you for that. We love your moves. We love the way you move. Obed, are you impressed?
that was top notch.
Okay, we're not marking Elizabeth yet, so we're not going to give Elizabeth any points, but thank you for that. We love the confidence, Elizabeth. Thank you. The next talent round. Nicole, you are next. And Nicole,
I was hoping it wasn't this, to be honest.
All I'm saying is, Nicole's got to do the Caribbean's proud now.
she's gonna be dusty whining all over the place.
No,
Nicole, I'm
only at the carnival.
a song on my choice. I want to give my song my choice, yeah? Is that
Okay,
allowed?
Okay.
go on then.
So we're gonna
I'm
take it back.
nervous.
Don't be nervous, Nicole. We are here for you.
Miss Nayoka, can you play
If
me?
not,
Yeah.
just look at everyone.
Popcorn,
Do you know,
IG girls.
look at with the eyes.
What was the song, Obed?
Popcorn, IG girls. Popcorn. Popcorn.
Popcorn.
IG girls. IG girls. IG girls.
IG Girls.
And
Okay.
yeah, go.
Do you know the song, Nicole?
Yeah.
No pressure. No pressure.
Oh,
I want to see the flag move as well. 'Cause I didn't see the towel move.
Okay. IG Girls.
Carnival vibes. Let's go. Where's my flag?
Are you sure it's Popcorn?
I'm sure it is, no? No, sorry, it's not.
no, it's Idonia.
Sorry.
Yes, Idonia. That's why I saw pop up. So I was just wondering. Nicole knows her stuff. Surely that must give her some points.
Yeah,
I'm not.
sorry, my bad.
You know what? Leave me out of this. I'm neutral. I'm loving them both. But Nicole, this one's for you. Idonia, IG Girls.
Can't hear it.
Louder, DJ, louder.
Okay, Nicole. Yeah. We are loving the way you move.
You had
But
that.
you were enjoying both performances a little bit too much, and you're only supposed to get a teaser. So, Obed, thank you for that, Nicole. Thank you, Elizabeth. Amazing women. Obed, we are going to start with Nicole. Give Nicole a mark out of 10 for her sultry moves.
Before I say anything, I want to say, I'm going to give a 10 seconds moment of silence for both ladies. Moment of silence, everyone. Moment of silence. 10 seconds for the ladies.
Let's all do this for them.
Oh, my heart's pounding.
Yes.
10 seconds are up, yes.
That was, like, non-biased. Both ladies, like, you broke the scale. You broke the scale.
Yes, babe. Uh-huh.
You just elevate another level. Okay, but let's start with Elizabeth, since we are going to be fair and be like Simon Cowell today. So,
No, we're starting with Nicole because we started with
start
Elizabeth
Nicole?
twice. Yes,
Okay.
please.
Oof. Where do I start from? Wow.
Pardon?
Where do I start from? Wow.
He doesn't know where his jaw has hit the floor and it hasn't reached his mouth yet.
Okay. Is it still out of 10, yeah?
It's still out of 10.
You get a
Yes.
penny.
Okay.
But yes, you can go above if you think it was, you know, spectacular.
Okay. Before I even rate her, I like the fact that she was ready for the camera. She was ready. She it's like she knew.
Yeah.
She had a Catwoman suit on already. She knew what today was about.
I've been dressed like this all day.
And I feel like
Look
it's a pretty little
amazing.
thing.
Both of you do.
Thing, right? Pretty little thing I think she got on. And then her moves were top notch. The flag was there, like doing what it's doing. The flag was flagging. And for me, the moves, the hip movements, like I almost broke my screen looking at her. So,
All right.
for me, that's definitely, if possible, 11 out of 10. Like that was different level.
And
different
as
class.
much as that, you know what? You deserve a round of applause. Yes.
Thanks, guys. Oh, Lord, my cheeks.
11 and 11 out of 10. That's a sweet number. How are you feeling about that, Nicole?
I'm shy.
Are you still? Come on now. We saw what you just
Oh,
did.
God. My cheeks are hot.
Oh, it's hot. That's why. And you are hot. You are fiery. But let's move over to Elizabeth. She was Elizabeth was ready. The confidence is there with both women. She brought in a friend. It didn't earn any extra points, but she was there rooting for her. Over to you.
I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. Elizabeth is the kind of girl that I will go out with any day of the week. Because first of all, she went straight to the music. Margaret asked her back that in 2 seconds. Then she showed her a little tattoo on the skin. We saw the little tats on the thighs.
And you are a fan?
The thighs were just like in my face. And the hands on the knees, Megan Stallion knees were looking good. And she brought a friend. She brought a friend for a little feedback. So I mean, what Elizabeth did, so she was the first to go. I feel like Elizabeth did an amazing job. Like I was very.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I was very surprised. Like, I didn't know she could move like that. you know how Shakira says hips don't lie. I didn't know.
That's always written for you.
I feel like some hips do lie because I don't think she can do that. So I feel like some hips do lie. But yeah, so it was very good and it was amazing. And I was very surprised and it was top notch. So, but because I can't give everyone the same score, I'll give Elizabeth a strong 9.5.
Yes!
Congratulations! So on this round, Nicole wins. A round of applause for both ladies in your respective homes. They were amazing.
100%.
Great sports. Let's go through the comments and see what everybody is saying because there are a lot of comments right here. So, what is going on with my comments? Answer was a 10. Yeah, like Charlie says. Cherry Tart says you should get Damien on the show. Seems like he needs a girl. Damien, is that you? Do you need a girlfriend?
I agree.
Hello and good evening to all of you. Awari 10 says fire. Nicole, you beauty, says Charlie Bob's ex. Awari 10 says mad. Awari 10 says he's loving the show. Lizzie, you look beautiful, baby, says Ace It Babes. They're loving you. Well, Obed, you have one final question for both ladies before you determine which one of these stunning women you are more compatible with. So that's one last random question. This is the fourth and final question.
Okay. Who must start? Anyone?
You choose.
Okay, I'm gonna start with Elizabeth. My question to Elizabeth is. Okay, it's quite hard when I'm thinking now. Okay, on a top of my head, on a date, like a night out. Let's say we go to talking out loud. Let's say we go to Hakisan. As people like to go push places. On a night out, we are both ready, both dressed up. We go out, and then the meal's done now. About to leave now. and I said I left my wallet at home. And we spent about £300 plus bill, and I'm trying to go home. So if you don't pay, we can't leave, obviously. So
I'll be running.
Or we can run away. One.
I'm running.
I didn't finish the question yet.
Are you running with him or without him, Elizabeth?
We'll be going together.
No, I'm not running. I'm trying to pay the bill. So I'm saying I don't want it with me. So ask Elizabeth's my date, or she's my date. What would she do in that scenario?
She told you. She's gone, and you're going with her.
So no one's paying. We're both running.
We're both running together. I'll distract the bouncer with my dance moves and just pretend I'm drunk. And you run away, and then I'll be like, right, I'm gonna get an ambulance, my ankle out, and then you're gone. It's fine. I'll meet you there, and then I'm like, oh, I'm fine now. And I get out of the ambulance. I'm fine.
You see the detail that just went into that? It seems like this scenario may have occurred before. I'm not saying it hasn't, Elizabeth, but it seems like this may have taken place at some point in life. Can you deny or confirm whether this is true?
Different stories, but I can confirm that it has happened, but different.
There you go, Obed. So you're running. I hope you have your good trainers on. So there is your answer. Would you like to give Elizabeth her score out of 10 now, or would you like to pose a question to Nicole first?
Pose to Nicole first.
Okay, let's go. I love the answer, by the way, Elizabeth. I need to come out with you.
By the way, before I ask the question, Nicole, your eyes green or blue? Or your natural eyes?
No, my eyes are brown.
But you got blue. Okay, I'm not saying green.
It's grey.
Grey, okay.
They're stunning.
Yeah, I was like...
My eyes are big. I've got big eyes. Big eyes so I can see when someone can't pay their bill.
Wow. Let's take the same question.
I'm joking.
New question. It's not the same question, by the way.
Okay.
All right. So my question to Nicole is, on an ideal, like, let's say I met Nicole like on a night out, and then I didn't text her back. I didn't call her back about a week or two.
Bitch.
Then I eventually hit her up, and then I said that we're gonna go out on a date, go out, hang out, do something. And then I pulled up, I picked her up from wherever she was. We went out, not dinner. Anyways, went out randomly just to catch up, just talk again, catch up and stuff. And then I ended up telling Nicole that the reason why I didn't get back to her because I broke up my ex-girlfriend 2 weeks ago, and the reason why I didn't reply to her, get back to her because of that. And now I want to try and move on with Nicole and be with her and do something with Nicole. But my ex still calling me and still messaging me. But it was 2 weeks ago.
There's so much going on. There's so much information.
So, what we did there? What we did? Because I want Nicole now. I want her. So what we did?
It sounds like the story of my life. I met this great girl, Nicole. She was everything, but you know what? I was too busy. Blinded, not seeing the spiritual person that you pray for because you're too busy doing small snooze, you lose. I'm no one's afterthought.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you wanted me then and you was in a situation, you would have told me at the time. You would have said, you know what, I like you, but I'm in a bit of a sticky situation with my girlfriend. It's not working out, but I just want to sort myself. I would respect you for being honest at the get-go. Don't leave me hanging and in limbo expecting me to sit around. I wonder when this guy's going to message me back. But me, I message first, same way. I don't care. I'm a big woman. If I want something, I will ask for it. But don't then think, now you've done your shit, come back to me and be like, oh, yeah, by the way. Because then I'll tell you as it is. Obviously, we can't predict if I do end up liking you, but I will let you know that I'm vexed. Because as adults, we should be able to say how we feel. But if that's what we're doing at the time and you wasn't single, whether you and your girlfriend was in problems or not, you weren't single. And me, I don't share my food or my man. That's it. That's it.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay, then.
Wow.
Elizabeth seems to be agreeing. Well, Obed, you've heard both responses from both of these very passionate women who know exactly what they want. There's no doubt about it at all. They do not play, and they don't have time for games either. So, Obed, I would like to hear, or we would all like to hear your response. We'd like you to give each lady a mark out of 10, and you're welcome to start with whichever lady you would like to.
My response to Elizabeth is that it was actually a trick question in a way, because I wanted to see how she would react. It was like a trick question in a way, because obviously, as a man, I feel like you shouldn't purposely go out to finesse a woman and not take a wallet with you. That's a bit ridiculous. As a grown ass man anyway. I don't mind like paying for them on the first date. Even though I asked them to go half, I don't mind, but I'm not gonna say I left my wallet at home. That's ridiculous. So because it was a trick question in a way, and she got a good answer. She wanted, that means, yeah, like I said, she's a trap star. Obviously, she gave a good answer because she wants to run with me. That means like no one's getting caught running together. But I didn't really. That's not what the plan was. But I get it. She asked the question, didn't she? So for that alone, for asking the question and being so loyal or so like tag team kind of thing, gang, I would say for that answer alone, I'll give it 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Well done to you, Elizabeth.
I am gang, you know.
Yeah.
So gang.
All right. Gang. Okay. And we'll move on to Nicole.
With Nicole, I'm not gonna lie, her answer kind of scared me. I'm not gonna lie.
Life's scary, boo. Life is scary.
But her answer scared me, but in a good way, in a good scary way, because I was like, I already know she's wise. I already know she's feisty already. Like I already can tell from the beginning. But like, when she went in deep, I was like, wow, I was kind of caught off guard. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. But she's being real, and she's told the truth as she is as a person. I can tell, like, I feel like Nicole's the kind of girl that you can't lie to, that she can tell you're lying. I feel like she's like how she is. Not the advert about like what you see on the tin, whatever. I feel that's what she is. Like what you get is what you see on the tin. That's true.
All right.
So, and the answer was very precise. It was very a little bit scary, but very true and very honest. And what her kind of experience in a way. So I would say, putting all that thing in place and all that thoughts in place in my head.
Yes.
And being very reasonable and being very attentive to her answer, I would have to probably agree with her most of it. So I have to probably give her. Ooh, what would I give Elizabeth? Oh.
It's difficult, isn't it? Mm.
Oh.
Did you say 10?
No, I didn't say.
Oh.
Oh, I know what.
I just had to ask.
I'll give her a 9.9.
A 9.9 over. Well, you know what? 1 out of 10. We will go with that. She's a woman of her word. She said, you know, she was not afraid to ask for what she wants. So she asked if you got a 10 and you gave her a 9.9, and that's good.
I was looking at that.
Are you happy with that score?
Yeah, you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah.
You got that right. Thank you for that, Obed. I want to pull you up on one statement. You said that Nicole is the type of woman who can tell when you are lying or when a man is lying. Does that mean Elizabeth cannot? Is she not intuitive?
No, I feel
Elizabeth
like
can.
She can. Of course she can. Anyone can. But I feel like Nicole's kind of like in your face, like in your face, like watching you, everything you do. And
it's not that I'm in your face, it's my spirit. My energy that I give
I'm the kind of person
people will not take.
I like energy, I like vibes. I connect with people's energy, I like people's vibes.
Because I'm honest. I don't care. I stand in my truth. I don't care if people kind of judge me for it. My truth is my truth, and no one can tell me any different.
Exactly. So, and you can't
we are loving you. We are loving both ladies. Let's go through the comments and see what our lovely people are saying. And a lot of people are loving you. Thank you to everyone joining us this evening.
I'm not scared.
Cherry Tart says, damn, Nicole. Fire from Big Buddha. Big Buddha says, boy. Girl like Charles is saying, Lord, my cuz. They are absolutely loving both of you. Look D officially says, very scared. Well, then maybe Nicole is not the one for you. Oriton says, Obed is scared now and he is laughing. Cherry Tart is laughing. There's so much laughter in the comments. Damien says, you shouldn't lie to any chick, Obed. Well, over there is your feedback. Ladies, they are loving you. Obed, so now it is time for you to decide which of these phenomenal, wise women you are more compatible with. And I know it's a difficult decision for you. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds while we listen to Gold K, Hang With Me. And in the comments, you are welcome to root for whichever lady you want. It may sway Obed's opinion. It may not. But Nicole is ready. Elizabeth was ready. She got the eyeshadow and everything. Yeah. You know what? Let me play some Hang With Me, Gold K. Dance along, clap along.
Oh,
10 seconds, Obed.
Bring all the ladies to the club. She a painting, then she a free wine for me.
She's ready.
oh, she's good. I'm just doing that waist that she's got.
Yes, some Gold K with Hang With Me. Obed, I don't blame you for having to cool yourself down. It is not the temperature in the room. It is the decision you are being faced with this evening, and it is a tough one. My heart is beating for you. But I'm still going to hand it over to you, Obed. I'm glad I don't have to make this decision. I really am.
Can I call a friend or call mom or call a friend?
You can't call anybody. As a grown, responsible man, you can make this decision for yourself. You are capable, Obed.
Can I choose both of them?
We are rooting for you in the comments.
Can I choose both of them?
Can you choose both? Well, Lotte officially says they both look beautiful, so I'm not surprised. Damien says Nicole is on one now. Cherry Tart says Nicole's body is banging. You were making us draw, Nicole. Charlie Bubs says, I choose Nicole all day, every day, but I'm sure my guy is enough for our Nicole, though. Lotte says they both got energy. They are loving both of you.
Liz has got that spiritual energy. You've got the energy. She's got the fire.
Both of you do. You're very spiritual. You're very fiery.
Vibes,
what are your star signs? Yeah. I'm really curious. What are your star signs, Elizabeth?
Cancer.
Cancer.
I'm after you. I'm Leo.
Nice. Okay. I see where the fire is coming from, Obed. Yeah. This is a difficult decision. Awaritan says, damn, both. Lochte says, check your phone. He has texted you an answer. Do not check your phone, Obed. You can make a decision. Cherry Tart says, Elizabeth has great energy and you are her namesake as well. Obed, you've had like 35 seconds now.
Okay, Before I say anything, let's keep it very precise. Okay. I'm gonna start with Nicole. Before I answer the question, is that okay with you?
Okay.
All right.
Yes,
so,
we have 4 minutes before Instagram decides to end this whole live. So yeah, go for it.
Nicole is obviously very. I like a lot about Nicole, the energy, the vibes, the spirit. I like a lot of that. For me, I like the way she had like 2 different glasses. Like I see different colors of glasses. I'm seeing a hat come out of nowhere. I'm seeing like a lot was going on. I'm like, okay, that's kind of like a character. She's very like out there. Elizabeth, I like the way she was in the beginning. She came out with a big character, big energy, big heart. Yeah. With her song was quite lit as well. Her music, I think that was a song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was quite lit. She came out straight, showing the tats in the skin, like doing the most. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I like no shades, nobody in the previous weeks, but this is the hardest decision I've ever made so far in this show. Like, no cap.
Okay. All right. The other contestants are watching, but yeah, you do continue, Obed.
This is a very hard decision, but putting everything aside and looking at both options, both women are amazing.
Let me give you a drum roll. I feel as though you need it. Bear with me a second. I need to give you a drum roll because, yeah, you absolutely need this. And it gives you a few more seconds to think about your decision. And I know you've made the right one as well. So let's go with the drum roll. Obed, your answer, please.
Okay, without no further ado, my answer for the woman that I'd like to pick.
Still thinking about it.
Starts with a letter.
Really?
N.
Oh.
Which means it is Nicole.
Yeah.
Wow,
well done, Liz.
Energy matched.
Congratulations to you, Nicole, Elizabeth.
Thanks,
Thank
Obed.
you also for joining us. You have both been amazing contestants. Obed, you made a great decision. Either way, even if you chose Elizabeth, it would have been a fantastic decision too. Aurora 10 says, please look, G says, man is confused. Damien says, my food is burning, bro. Just choose one. Well, he did, and it is Nicole. Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining. You have been a great sport this evening. Thank you once again. Would you like to say some final words?
You two are well matched. Like as soon as she started dancing, I was like, it's just
She's the
you've got that
one.
mature energy. Like I feel like you two would match each other. You know, he's I'm too much for him. I need
Well,
something
there you
a
have
bit
it.
more too like really chilled. Like
There you have it. Elizabeth, thank you once again. We appreciate your time this evening, and I will speak to you very soon as well. Tell your friend that we say thank you for joining in the fun too. Have a great evening.
Bye.
You are both loved. Bye. Thank you. Nicole, you are the winner this evening. How are you feeling?
I don't know. I don't win anything. I don't
Well,
know.
you just won this evening. And although there are other female contestants, I would say that Obed is going to have a very difficult decision to make when it comes to the end of the show. But I want to say thank you so much for participating. You have been a great sport as well. And I will be in contact with you very soon too.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nayoka.
I hope you have an amazing evening,
Thank
Nicole.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Beautiful people, we are done. Charlie Bob says, you are always a winner, babe. That is for you. Damien says, oh, he picked Nicole. Good choice. Awari10 says, yay. So you are all agreeing. Obed has made his decision for this evening, and it was Nicole. Elizabeth was amazing regardless. It would have been a very difficult decision, which is why I am very pleased that I was not in his place. Join us again next week so we can see what amazing woman Obed will say he is most compatible with. If you are not already following me, follow me at nayoka.aware, and also follow the official Love Lockdown page at LLD 2021 _ because we will be back. We update you on when the next live show is. We don't tell you a week in advance. We want to leave you wanting more. Thank you so much for your love, your support. We see you. We feel the energy. We love it. I'm going to leave you with some Camido featuring Kwesi Arthur, Dance With You. And I hope you have an amazing evening and an even better weekend. Hopefully there'll be some sun for us. You know what I mean? We are deserving of it. That's along now.